believing good of God. This is something when we look in the message of Dua Kumail, one of the things that really stands out is this thinking positively about God and having hope. And it's one of the things that we see that the leader really emphasizes. What happens is if you think good of God, it brings good fortune, it brings help and assistance, it helps us experience God's best. When we think badly of God, when we're suspicious of God, we think that terrible things are going to happen. Actually, it creates those things and it makes them happen. We have one hadith where it says, Inna Allah tabarak wa ta'ala inda dhanni abdihi bih. God deals with His servants according to their expectation. And what the leader said is, even if you're doing your responsibility, if you're doing it and you're hopeful, it'll be different than the response if you're doing responsibility but you have no hope at all. Again, this was in the dua, but it's not just saying God is good. It's feeling God is good, believing He's on our side. So I want to give us a little bit of a reminder about that. You and I all remember the story of Nabi Musa. When Allah in the Quran, He told her to put her young son in the river, to the Nile, and send him. God promised He would bring her back. So she did that. She put him in there. She sent him down in that small box. And as he came down, Pharoah and his wife were sitting out there on the edge of the river, and they see this little box coming along. Pharoah goes over, he tells his servants, go over, get that box for me. They go over, they get the box, they open it up, and inside it is the infant, Nabi Musa, the infant. Remember that his wife thought good. The Quran says she said this, when she saw the baby, قُرَّةُ عَيْنٍ لِي وَلَكَ. Inshallah, this baby will be a source of comfort for me and for you. In some of our traditions it says that Pharoah said, قُرَّةُ عَيْنٍ لَكَ. It'll be good for you. For me, no. He thought that Musa was going to be that person who's going to destroy him and take apart his kingdom. And that's exactly what happened. Later on, the wife of Pharoah is the one who goes over and she believes in him, she follows him, she accepts him, and Pharoah, of course, is destroyed by him. And there's mentioned in one of the hadith that says this, that if Pharoah would have also thought good of Musa, if he would have thought good of God, he would have said, inshallah, he's qurratu ayn for me also. It says, لَهَدَى اللَّهُ تَعَالَى كَمَا هَدَى بِهِ إِمْرَأَتَهُ. The same way that God provided guidance through His wife, for the wife of Pharoah, through Musa, He would have given it to Pharoah. But of course, he was negative. And what happens is the Ahlul Bayt, and of course on top of all of them, our Prophet would try and establish this right way of thinking in the minds of people.